Hi, I'm Chan.
Hi, I'm Yo.
And this is
MUMxiety.
Okay, previously we have talked about like having a pet or a kid, what kind of like effect it will have on your living area and stuff like that. Like how you live with each other and everything, right? We also did talk about like expectations and stuff like that lah. And then we decided that we need to say more.
To just talk about things that you need to talk about.
That's right.
Conversations that you all need to have. Which honestly I've realised, right? I never had these conversations. My conversations were like very... Okay, in fact, mine on the flip side, my conversations were more of the nitty-gritty things.
Oh.
I've never had the big conversations. The only big conversation I had was the kids or no kids. In fact, I had the kids or no kids and then get married or don't want to get married conversation.
I have a bit of everything, but then like it has grown intense though. Like I know my partner don't like dust. But it has like his hatred for dust has grown, has intensified. So it's another thing. Like we spoke about it, but it's like on the scale of 1 to 10, with 1 being the least, 10 being the most. Then when we were talking about it, he was like probably telling me like, oh, my skill is about 3. Then when we live together, right, then the skill like 7 or 8.
But is it because now that you all have your own space, so he can be a bit more particular?
Probably, I guess so. So that's why I like, why last time not like that one. Then I think to myself, okay, probably it's because last time he couldn't behave the way that he wanted to, because it is still like my in-laws' place, right? So he don't have like the major say in it.
Well, I don't talk about that. Yesterday I went to my partner's friend's house for dinner, right? It's a house that they've been trying to get invited to for 2 years, one year plus already.
Then the dust accumulate for 2 years.
No, so the thing is they don't have guests over one. They've hosted once, and then the male owner of the house decided that he cannot deal with people sitting on his sofa, cause like outside. Yeah, so ever since then they've never hosted anyone in the house. And so the whole time yesterday, right, like our proudest moment was that when he came home at 9 plus yesterday to join us for like desserts and stuff, they could tell him nobody sat on your sofa today. like legit, you invite people to your house and then everyone just sit around the dining table, sit on the floor, that kind. Yeah, so that's the dust conversation. Damn scary actually. I used to think that I was very bad already. Then 一山还有一山高.
Yeah. Like yes. You have met my husband, right? Yes.
Have.
I think he's 天花板了eh. I haven't found anybody who hates dust even more than he does.
No lah, my partner's friends all
comparable ba.
I think similar. No, so their level is like, I've said this before, right? Like my level is my master bedroom, right? So so master bedroom is pajamas area. Like anything outside, change clothes. Outside clothes don't come into the room, and before going into the room, bathe, like full shower, everything, go to the room. That area is the whole house. So there was only one chair in the house that you could sit on in outside clothes. One chair, and that chair is near the door.
Okay.
So if you come home and you're damn tired and you just want to break before you go and like do a full shower and everything, right, you only can sit on that one chair. Then after that you need to straight away go and shower, change into pajamas, then you have full access to the rest of the house. I suddenly thought of it. I didn't ask this question yesterday, but then how you cook? You cook in pajamas.
Me?
No, it's like in that house. Then how you cook? You cook in pajamas. Then later you bathe again.
No need ah.
I mean, I don't know. I need to ask them that question. Because honestly, cooking a bit disgusting. I wouldn't like, to me, cooking and like it is oily.
It depends on how the person cook also. If the person cook is the kind like cut raw fish, then the hand wipe on the shirt, versus the person cook cut raw fish, then the hand wipe on like some cloth.
No,
or like wearing
like,
apron.
But like 油烟味.
Oh, 油烟味 is another thing
Yeah,
that
right?
my husband hates also.
So like if you cook, then your clothes all got 油烟味.
Yeah,
then
I cannot fry it at home.
Can sleep in that clothes, man? Cannot what? I cannot.
I cannot fry it at home.
Cause cannot 油烟味.
Yes.
Buy a strong hob lah.
But we cannot decide on hob. We're renting.
Next time you buy a stronger hob, okay?
Yeah, we cannot decide on the hob. So
make sure your kitchen got window, okay?
Got window.
Got door?
No door leh. That's the
why
saddest part,
you need open. You must close concept kitchen. Your kitchen must close concept one.
Yeah. That's why very difficult to cook lah. Like I love cooking. Like I really,
so you
really
everything
like
you only can steam lah.
Yeah, I
Steam
suddenly
boy.
very healthy. The most I have done is air frying.
Hey, air fryers are the best. Air fryers are the best.
No, but they got
shit
smell.
Have got smell.
Yeah.
But it's so much easier lah with an air fryer.
But it's the same thing, you still got smell.
To be fair, any equipment you use also got smell. Ninja also got smell.
Yeah, the smell is the killer. So yeah lah, it's like I understand you have your preferences and stuff, but it's the maybe you have talked about it. Like for my case, right? For your case, it's like you guys probably haven't talked about it. So when it comes out, you'll be like, 你没有跟我讲过 and everything like that. But my case is I cannot use that line because I cannot use that line because
To be fair, nowadays I say 你变了 then not next conversation come.
you know I also told my husband this thing like quite some time back lah. Then like there was one day I was talking to my father-in-law, very funny. We were going home, my father-in-law was driving. Then he was telling me about Pasir Panjang got this super nice like Tai Lok Min. He said very nice cause they put the 猪油渣很香. Then he asked me like, 你老公有没有带你去过? Then I'm like, 没有啊，他都不喜欢油烟味耶. Because that place is very like, cause you know like wok hei everything right. Then obviously the 油烟味 very 重 one right. Then my father-in-law just noisy. Then after that he said yeah, he doesn't even go out. Then I told him yes, but you see, last time when we were dating right, I like to eat mookata. So when we were dating right, he was like,
mookata before.
yes, and he was like, oh, any time of the day, even very late at night, then you know mookata got 油烟味 very very strong one right. Like after you eat mookata, your whole body smell like
the hair wash 3 times.
you are the one being fried.
You are lard.
Yeah, you are the lard. You are lard. Then after he said, never mind, we go. Wow, really very nice. Go every time, go all this. Never say a word of 油烟味. Then after that together already right. 我们可以不要每次去嘛?
For background, the first time Yo's partner met Chan's partner was at Mookata.
Yes, that's right. Yeah, mookata. I love it. I love the mookata. But it has since closed down. Shift already.
Oh yeah.
Shift somewhere else, not in the same place because the whole place tear down. Yep. But anyway, then after that then we together already right. Then he say 我们不要每次去啦，很油我不喜欢. Okay, fine. Then after getting married right, don't even step out of the house. You even think of eating. You don't step out of the house, okay? Then I was looking at my father-in-law. Then he was just like smiling.
Damn.
He just shake his head and smile. 你看是不是变了? Right, yo?
I mean, so okay, like I think a lot of people talk about having the big conversations. Like do you all want the kids? Do you all pets? Getting married.
Oh yes. Do you want to hold a banquet or do you want to?
Do you even want to get married in the first place? Because some people like the 不婚主义者.
Yeah lah, have lah.
Right? So do you even want to get married? If yes, how do you want to do it? Is it want to elope, want to just ROM, want to do the whole ass banquet, that kind of thing, right? So these are the big conversations you have, like finances, right? Are you going to combine finances entirely? Are you going to still have your own accounts? How are you going to look at expenses in that sense? How do you look at savings, right? All these are the big conversations that people always ask you to have. So I think for us, right, like I think these big conversations, the two that we really did have was kids and marriage. Pets was always I want, he don't want. Then it's I slowly wear him down kind of thing. Finances was surprisingly, we thought about getting a house before we spoke about our finances. The only thing we knew about each other's finances was roughly how much each person was earning, but that was about it. We only really started combining finances. And okay lah, we don't combine entirely. So we have a shared account where we both put money into every month, and we use that to pay our mortgage, our loans, car loan, utilities, all the shared things are basically go groceries comes from that account and things like that. And then we still have our own accounts, like our own separate accounts where like we do whatever I want lah. Basically your money is your money, my money is my money, and like I don't ask what you want to spend it on and you don't ask what I want to spend it on, that kind of thing lah. So that's how we looked at finances. But like, are we growing our savings together? I mean, in that sense, we've always known that if any of us needs money, it's not really your money is your money, my money is my money. Like, whoever has the money will just put it into, chip into whatever is needed to be paid for. But then in that sense, we have our own liberty for our own spending lah.
Yeah, not like some household right, must 老婆管钱 or like combine everything together.
Yeah, so I mean, I know of like people who combine entirely, right? Like I had I can't remember who it was who told me, but basically, she saw how her parents had supposedly combined finances, but then the mothers always had 私房钱, just in case kind of fun. And she saw it as a self-fulfilling prophecy. That if you always had it, you eventually reach a situation where that was needed. And so she never believed in it. So when she got together with her husband, they combined entirely 100%. So they closed all their other accounts.
Wow.
They only have one shared account.
That's major trust there,
Yes.
man. What if 那个 husband 有别人 then 全部卷款逃
Exactly. But so to her, it felt like that was her mum and her mum's sisters and that generation's thinking. And she always didn't want to believe in it. So she just is full faith. But I mean,
How is it though?
I mean, they're fine, honestly.
Okay.
Yeah.
I thought the husband 卷款逃 already.
Never. So they're fine. So everyone has their own way of looking at things. And so for us, we had these conversations. But I think the more crucial ones that I actually took the effort to talk about, because these are the ones that you know you need to get out of the way, right? And so it really just comes up very quickly. You discuss, you talk about it, then settle, right? And these were conversations we got through very fast. But the ones that I realized that I intentionally had to talk about, right, were really the very, very small things.
Yes, I realized like the smaller things are the ones that
like the no outside clothes on the bed.
The killers, yeah.
The outside clothes can go until where? Like what's the limit?
All these things, right?
The cutlery, how to keep, the things put where? Right, all these things, right? Like what are the things that
like cooking only, like
no, okay, that one
like cooking only for me, like cooking only. This one.
Yeah, so these were things, and so that's where for me, right, like, I will come and say, you change already, cause like last time you I say and you still try to do it, but now like it's our house, right? Then sometimes it's like 真的是一个 pile of mountains 在那边
Yours is different lah. Mine is intensified.
Yeah, mine is not that it's not intensified. Okay, so I think for me it's more like because I am the one with
You
more
intensified.
I never intensified.
You are the intensifying
No.
one.
So I had these aches, right? And then like at the start he would go along with it. But as time went by, right, like he also forget a bit.
It's time to keep up on the keeping up person's point of view. I must say.
But I never intensify.
Okay.
I just the house for the things are still there.
But generally it's tiring to keep up. So sometimes
but okay lah,
okay,
so
slip out
to be fair, right, I also am not the neatest person around. And so I don't every day will go like, why is this here, why is that there, why is it like I'll just let it grow and fester. Then just one day I'll be like clean. So then like that's how things happen. So like I mean I don't go and like niam and be like, why you never do this, why you never do that, because like I've seen it happen in my own family and I see the frustration it builds, not just for the people involved but the people around, right? And so I tell myself, okay, whatever, it's not worth, like I pick my battles, it's not worth it to like flip the table over things like this. I have other things that I will flip the table over. Let me save that for pick your battles, guys. So yeah, so I think these are the ones. And like I think another small thing that people don't realize that you need to talk about is actually the lifestyle.
Yeah, like how you spend money also.
How you spend money is one. Even
lifestyle as in
energy level of go out, don't go out. Exercise, don't exercise.
I think we both can relate to, but like, you are on the other end.
Do you want? Yeah, I want to be the sloth, okay?
Because my partner is a lot like you. The sloth.
Okay. My favorite line has come out, to be fair. When I first met my partner, I got to know my partner, it was during COVID. Right? And we were all in the throes of exercising because there was nothing to do. Right? I also exercise. Like, what can you do at home? You work from home, then you sit around, then you cook, then you eat, then do what? Nothing.
Then fat lor, then gain weight.
So then we start to exercise, right? And so on average, and again, but I was in my early 30s when that happened. Late 29s, late 20s, early 30s. I still had a bit more energy, right? And so that was me then, right? And then now as I move to my mid-30s and I am now well and truly in my mid-30s, right? I am tired AF. I don't want to move. If I need to walk my dog, it's already quite a lot of movement. I fractured my foot a while back, and then so I didn't have to exercise because it was great. It was legit reason to not have to move and exercise. That happy. Yesterday my physiotherapist made me run 10 minutes. I thought I was gonna die. I saw heaven. So, but then you have my partner who, because of his work, needs to keep fit and stay fit and all that, right? Every other day ask me, hey, go gym, hey, go run, I'm like, leave me alone. We've only run together. Maybe like 2 times.
I've never exercised with my husband before.
So I've maybe run together 2 times. We go to the gym together maybe 3 times. Go rollerblading together a few times because that time we buy rollerblades. But that's about it.
I've never all we do is eat. Then after that, now we realize, right, like we are very stationary already. We cannot eat anymore. So I feel like, oh my god,
Then
that
what
robs
do you
the
do?
joy of my life. Like what else do I do? Like disturb my daughter.
But yeah,
like-
so I think lifestyle very important also.
Now we focus on disturbing like our daughter. We just like disturb her every day. Like make her
Damn.
run here, run there,
Damn.
or chase after her here and there.
Damn.
Yeah, I think that's like our common thing now. It used to be like eating a lot and then going to places, going around like eating. But because of the kid, right? So it's a bit difficult. So we've switched. We've since switched.
Yeah, and so I think these are things that you really need to talk about lah. Like so lifestyles, right? Like movement and energy levels.
And also hanging out with friends though.
Yes.
Yeah, that's one big thing that I didn't like I didn't have this conversation with my husband, and then
hosting at home.
he got damn tired. He got so tired, like because I like you all knows me, right? I really one like entire week, like the time before I left the previous company, like when I was working with Yola, then we had like Hai Di Lao 7 days in a row because I was meeting with so many of them, like different groups of them.
I would like to say I really don't know how she does it. Like, I mean, okay, evidently, right? I think from our conversations you can tell she's much more of an extrovert than I am. Like I'm a well and true introvert. Like
No, but you talking more
okay like that. No, so like as in the sense of you like hanging out with people.
Yeah.
And you
my social battery recharge faster.
Correct. And you like get energized from hanging out with people. I can hang out with friends, yes. But I also need to hide. Like I've used finish means use finish. And the thing is, it takes 2 days to charge 1 day worth of social battery. like I go I go for dinner with her 1 day afterward, right? Then for 3 days I'm like 6:30 I go home, bye.
Yeah. My husband is
all.
like that also. So he finds like, oh my god, how? Like in the initial stage when we were
meanwhile the next morning you come into office, then you hear she yesterday go Hai Di Lao, then go and sing K after that. Then the next one
7 days
go
in a
eat
row.
mookata. Then just like 你不累啊?
No. I mean I come in the office a bit later, but I still go off a bit later also.
And
then my
and
entire
then
life
go home
starts like
much later.
yeah, then after I repeat again, like I kind of sleep but I kind of don't sleep. But I still look like I'm fine.
Meanwhile your husband will stay at home 7 days a week if he could.
Yes, correct. If he can don't go out, he won't go out. So it's like quite a torture to him lah. Like when we first met, and then like I have so many groups of friends that he still
But
meet.
is he okay with you meeting your own friends and like him?
No,
staying
because
at home?
now we have a kid, right? So it becomes like if I meet my friends, right, he have to tar the the major part of like
What's wrong?
handling my girl because she's quite a handful, honest. So like honestly, because he never go out ma. So like if I keep going out, right, then leave him alone with her. He also very poor thing ma, honestly. It's not like both of us go out, right? Then sometimes I go out, then he with her. Then sometimes he go out, then I'm with her.
How about he don't like to go out, right? Then you bring your daughter out yourself lah. Then he has to stay at home by himself.
But he don't feel safe though. Like me bringing my daughter because I can't drive, so we will take like public transport or something like that. Then he feels like not safe. Not safe in a way of like, got a lot of like pedophile around, a lot of like weird people. Then very crowded, right? Then
Teach your daughter how to fish. Don't give her the fish.
No, but because she's still very young, that's why at this stage, maybe not. Yeah, maybe she's a bit older lah. Yeah, or after I pass my driving, then maybe a bit different already. Yeah, so right now it is like that. We're still trying to work around it. Yeah,
what other things you think is important that you all should talk about? Or like is things that people don't think about one, but then actually very important one?
Religion ba. A lot of people don't ask ba. Because my husband and I, right, when we first met, we haven't even met actually. Like we were just chit-chatting because we met online, right? So we were chit-chatting, right? Then the first thing he asked me is 你是拜拜的还是你是 Jesus 的? Then I was like 我拜拜的. Then he's like okay, great. So because like this will lead to a lot of like issues. Because when you have a partner who is very strict, I'm not talking about not strict one. Not strict one, basically you both don't care, right? So it's like you don't care ma, so why, right? We're talking about the really got follow rule kind. Like some people who are like Christians or like Catholics, they really follow certain things. Like for example, if you go to my Amma's place, my Amma pai, right? Then she invite you for a meal. Then on the table or dinner table, it's all the pai things. Then you cannot eat because it's pai already. Then like paiseh, right? In this case, or like Like if your partner is Muslim, then don't eat pork. Then you or strictly okay, let's say like strictly halal only. Not say don't eat pork. Don't eat pork. Maybe you still got options. You just don't order, right? But strictly halal options, right? Then your family only like Chinese food. Then how? Then a bit difficult. Like no doubt there are certain places where Chinese food is halal certified, but maybe your family don't want, or your family like happily invite your partner for a meal at home because the utensils or even they never cook pork, right? Because the utensils everything like tainted with pork, then they cannot use also. Then paiseh, right? I mean,
some of those things lah.
Yeah, those things lah.
I think for us, religion, we got it out of the way quite early.
Oh, because you are different religions.
Yes,
right?
yeah. So, but the thing is, we are both not very devout like either. Like I'm Christian and he is, I don't know, it's a Chinese like bye one lah basically. Then it like as in the only thing that really affects it is that they cannot eat beef at home.
Correct.
But the whole family eat beef outside because got no 管宁嘛, the 管宁嘛 at home. So
I always tell my father, 神无所不在.
Yeah, but as in, I mean, a lot of families are like that also lah, right? So that's the only thing, right? Cannot have beef at home, but outside, like we order beef and it's fine. And for me, I'm not really like, I don't say I'm not a practicing Christian, but like, in general, Christians got not a lot of things that they are restricted to already lah. So life is quite chill in that sense, and I never go church one lah, so so it's a bit like that. But also cause my partner went to a Christian secondary school, even though he pai one. So he knows that he has a general idea of things, and honestly, he doesn't have a good impression of Christianity.
Because thanks City Harvest Church. Shout out to City Harvest.
And also I think also cause his experience in school, right? Cause it was a Christian school. I guess it wasn't terrible. Cause how far can it go, right? But like, he already knows about it, and he already has some preconceived notions of what Christians are like, which is not great. So I guess when he realized that, okay, I'm not really a typical Christian and stuff like that, not so bad lah, right? So for us, it wasn't that terrible, and so it wasn't a big conversation for us. But I get where it can become a big thing, because it's something that my parents, my mother in particular, is very particular about actually. And like, she wasn't very comfortable because both her kids' partners aren't Christians.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but I guess it's one of those, you want your kid to be alone or?
I have a friend also, she married a Catholic guy, and then like she was very, very thrilled to have the wedding held in the cathedral because very pretty, right? But what follows after, right, is the, I mean, like, once they decided to get married, she was like, oh my god, yeah, so pretty, right? The whole place, you know, like Crazy Rich Asian kind of like vibes. But after she realized, like, oh, they have to attend some course. Yes. Like pre-marital, don't know what. Then she was like, huh? 为什么要上 course and everything? So they had a big fight over it.
Yes. Hey, you don't say how. You know, I know of someone, right? You would think Catholic and Christian quite close already, right? Like,
yeah. Also cannot.
Cannot.
Oh my god.
No, so she's Catholic, the guy is Christian, and then they were together for 3 years plus. Eventually they broke up, right? Because the guy wanted to become a pastor and he wanted her to convert to Christianity. But Catholicism was important to her and she didn't want to. And I'm like, you're together for 3 years, then you talk about this.
Get it out of the way.
Yeah, at the start talk already. Like, if it meant so much to you.
Yeah, be like my husband and I.
That someone had to convert, then upfront say lah.
Yeah, we haven't even meet we say already. We check first.
I mean, like, so for my partner, it wasn't one of our first few conversations. But again, it's because we weren't the super devout and pious, and it wasn't things that were deal breakers for us.
Yes, if it's deal breaker for you, please say early.
If it's a deal breaker for you, right? 早点讲啦.
But if you got many deal breaker, chances are you are the red flag. You got so many for what? Then how people live with you? You can compromise a bit or not?
I mean,
if you got too many, really, everything also deal breaker.
You will find someone for you lah. Maybe it's just not the one that you want lah. But
you red flag Shout out to maybe you red flag. You think about it first. You 检讨一下自己.
When you have problems with everybody, maybe you are
the
problem.
Like, also got degree one ma. Like, maybe certain things, like, you think having a pet, maybe you sensitive, your nose very sensitive.
Okay lah, then cannot lah, deal breaker lah.
Yeah, then your partner want to have a furry pet. Then okay, that's a deal breaker because it's affecting you like very badly in your life. But if it's like those,
it's like
那个汤匙放那边 then 你不爽 then 你放另外一边 is it a deal breaker?
Okay, so right, I would think right, you can have preferences and all that, right? But also, right, pick your battles.
Correct. Understand
Choose
what
the
is
hill to die on.
what is really a deal breaker.
What is something that, right, really, if it's out, right, 全身不自在, you cannot function anymore.
Yeah, you affect your health, you just paralyzed, you could potentially die from it.
Versus something that's just like,
我不爽
okay 咯，随便啦。
我不可以下这样 something like 我不可以下 and 了我不可以 like really
Yeah.
dying kind.
Like really is like we've said before, you're going to live with this person for foreseeably the rest of your life. Like, pick your battles, really.
Yeah.
You have more battles coming up.
Correct. And it doesn't necessarily mean like if you think like !walao! Then 我有这样多 and this and that, right? The person must listen and whatever. Hello, excuse me. The other person also have, and then like you guys have to compromise. But if the person can tolerate yours, then you also jolly well please put in some effort to tolerate the other person's. You don't take it for granted and just expect the person to tolerate yours.
Correct. It's basically a two-way street. You cannot say I want you to do this. Then the person say, then can you do this? No.
Yeah. Or like when the person say one time, then you say like, 你很烦 I only say one thing. Then you say, 你很烦
This thing in the same vein, if it was done to you, you angry not?
Correct. Yeah. So please 将心比心
It's our standards, guys.
Yes. 己所不欲，勿施于人
But still got what? Like, what interesting things that I don't know. I feel like you are too 随和 already. Like, anything
Me,
also can. Or like, were there any other deal breakers that you've come across that you feel like, wow, why they like that one? Or like even preferences.
Actually, I quite chill, like, to be very honest.
Or like your friends, Don't talk about me.
You most particular already.
No.
Sorry. Second to my husband. I'm so sorry.
Plant that also.
Plant that I don't know much. I cannot speak.
Actually, I also don't know plant that. I only know the aesthetics very important.
The aesthetic only ma. That's the only thing. Like, but the rest like, my friends let me think. You lor. You then.
Actually, I don't have a lot.
I don't know, for finances wise, right? I honestly speaking, I want to thank my husband for for shouldering the major bulk of the finances required to hold up a young family. Yeah, so thank you to my husband once again. Yeah. That's why even though he has intensified whatever we have spoken earlier on.
Oh, I know what conversations you should have.
What?
It's not a big thing here, but I realize increasingly you should talk about it. Politics.
Oh, like workers' party, team workers' party.
No, so like, you know, in the US, like in the US they always say, like, you know, like politics is a very big thing, and like you should know, like,
are you team Trump or are you team
right,
whoever
left wing lah, basically, right? And you never really realized that it was important in Singapore, I guess, until now. Okay, I think two phases to it. One is because now we are adults. When we were much younger, we did not care for politics.
Yeah, I don't even watch that thing.
I also don't know. Okay, until I joined a particular career in my life, until I joined a particular career in my life, right, I also didn't know anything about politics. And then before that I was like, I really is the clueless kind one, right? And whatever lah, But then now that after I joined it, I became a bit more aware. But also in our current political climate where everyone is just a bit more woke, and your opposition is also now becoming a bit more credible. As compared to last time, the opposition really all quite meh one.
Now it's like a mix lah. That there's some more credible, like legit, very legit. Then there are some like
look left right.
or like the Tanjong Pagar one.
No, like, everybody needs to have choices.
The Tanjong Pagar one. The airtime she use only. Then her teammate all never see.
Right, so I think increasingly it's one of those things that you do need to kind of talk about in Singapore also. Not that these political parties vastly affect the way you think and stuff like that as compared to like in the US, right? It's not that polar or like that different in Singapore. But I think also like and honestly, who cares who you support in Singapore? Sometimes it's just like you support who in the end the same people will win, right? But like I think it's more of a, I don't know if there are people, right, who are true like opposition supporters, and then they just
not the ranting uncles only lah.
Yeah, and then they just bring down everything the government does. Because honestly, if you're that kind of person at home, I would imagine, right, if you keep like just bring down everything the government does, meanwhile your partner is like the kind that
works in a government job,
or like not that they love the government, but they appreciate what's being done and things like that. Wouldn't you like constantly fight all the time?
Probably. And also interest also ma. It's like if you're, I mean like you do have shared interests, but like if if you have opposing interests, like for example, I don't like something, then that is the interest of my spouse. Then how
Oh yeah, you
Yeah,
need
it's
to make
like-
sure that they are okay with you not joining them,
yeah, you need to make sure this also
and you are okay with them going to do it.
yeah, like for example, let's say I'm not talking about a real thing. Like for example, like if I like musical a lot, then my husband don't like.
Eh?
Then I insist on him joining me. Then
That's-
he feels sian ma.
I mean, that's my partner.
I mean, but
Okay,
you
but I don't
insist
insist
meh?
lah.
Yeah, correct,
Yeah, so
correct.
like he doesn't like concerts. He doesn't like musicals.
Yeah, you
and I like.
you can be okay with the fact that he will not join you.
Yes.
Yeah, for this thing because
Yes.
it's not his interest, and
Cannot
probably he
force
hates
him
it.
Yeah. But
Yeah
he go
lor.
for concert with me before.
I mean,
He go for K-pop artists come on.
oh last time,
He
is
don't
it last
understand
time?
Korean. No, recently only.
Oh, recently, oh, okay, oh, good
Yeah.
job.
So like I just asked, you want to go? Cause I want to go, but I don't think anyone will go with me.
Mm-hmm.
Then after he's like, oh okay lor. I said, but it's a Korean artist. You
Yeah,
probably
I've
won't
never-
understand the songs. He, never no one go with you ma. Then okay yes. Then I buy
I've
ticket.
never been to a concert in my life. I really have never. Apart from work lah. Last time 动力火车 so I was like working, only work, and then I have never because I don't understand the hype leh. Because I cannot see the artist. I go there and see screen, then I squeeze. Then I cannot bring water bottle. I just like not for me. Paying there to see like a tiny person walking around, and then I cannot bring water bottle.
Okay, so I think my partner is like that also. Like he doesn't appreciate like going there. Then like 什么是 vibes?
Cannot bring water bottle.
No, they cannot bring water lah. But so a lot of people say you go to the concert for the vibes, the atmosphere and things like that. But to him it's like 什么是 vibes?
I would rather go to a rave than a concert though. Honest. Even though I don't go to raves.
Yeah.
I used to.
I never
I don't go
before.
anymore.
I never go before. So
I have tried because last time got free ticket.
ah,
Like our old workplace.
Yeah.
So I went. I've been there twice, I think. Yeah. Then that's it lah. Then I got older. And I'm like, no, thank you. I mean, I think it's okay. It's not like fun. I wouldn't want to pay to go
rave
again and again. Yeah, I wouldn't travel. Like I have seen friends who travel all the way.
Oh yeah.
For the
yeah,
what is it called?
Coachella.
Yeah, and another one. What land?
Tomorrowland.
I always confused with the with the theme
Neverland.
park. Yeah, I always confused with that. Yeah, the Tomorrowland. Like, wow, I've seen really people very hardcore. They organize, and then they get their own team of ravers, and they all go together. One, wow, really mad respect.
They like
Yeah, so interest also very important and then most importantly, don't force if they don't like. Or just let them know if it's a deal breaker for you before they commit their lifetime to you, and then like you say, 你不喜欢听华语，我不要跟你在一起了。
Oh yes.
Then the person will be like, huh?
Yes. I think music also sometimes. Got people music deal breaker one. I think have
Have meh?
Like,
I mean, is that a deal breaker for you and your
not
husband?
me lah. I mean, I you listen to whatever.
I have heard of like horror stories of like those wedding. They fight over marching song and whether to have karaoke or not on their wedding day. That kind.
Not a great start to your wedding, guys.
Yeah, but they do fight about this like music lah. They say it's not their genre. Like maybe the husband wants some hip hop song, then the wife likes 慢摇. I don't know. They're very opposing things.
Two of y'all getting married. The playlist can have both types.
Yeah, then one wants to have karaoke, then the other one thinks very tacky. We don't have this. All these things.
Okay,
can
but no
happen.
need karaoke at wedding lah. End up it's always the drunk uncles take the mic. Then
Sometimes
not fun
it's
one.
the parents who want.
Then
not
not fun.
the.
Then you pay money go and book one karaoke for the parents to go and sing. Okay.
Yeah, after party lah. Why cannot, right? Isn't
Don't
it easier?
hijack the kids' wedding. Okay.
Yeah, you can just like house all of them. Why not, right? Take a part of the budget to have like a special room. There's a special room for these KTV fascinated uncles and aunties. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think there are really a lot of things that just you think about it yourself, and you think about things that you really cannot want. Really is, but again, pick your battles.
Oh, some people maybe like dress sense also.
Oh.
Like I don't. Maybe like some people think.
I don't know if y'all remember. Remember I told you a story before of how I got chased out of my house because people want to quarrel in my house. Or maybe you don't know. I think the rest know. So
Oh, why you don't know? Then the rest know. What is this?
no. So as in that time like we had like different group chats, and like I texted them in the middle of the night, like 11 plus, cause I went home and then I was not allowed to go home. Cause so basically it was my brother and my sister-in-law lah. Like then they were not married yet.
I think I remember this.
Right?
I remember this.
Yeah, so the fight started because she was wearing a skirt that had very high slit. And my brother wasn't happy about it.
Yeah, you see this kind of thing.
It's like, and then they can fight until the thing is my brother has his own place. But they wanted a neutral place to talk things out. So they came to the place that my parents' place are basically so they were at so they came to my parents' place where I also I lived at, right? And then they were quarreling and talking things out there. And I went home at 11 plus and then they told me that they needed to continue quarreling and asked me to leave. I was like, where are my parents? I was like, oh, they went out because we wanted to quarrel. But it started because of the slit too high.
Yeah, okay. I didn't know about the slit, but I knew about this thing that happened lah.
Yeah, the slit also I found out much later lah. So maybe I never update you all the story.
Yeah,
but
probably.
The slit too high.
Yeah. Sometimes these deal breakers, or I don't like your hair. I don't like, because sometimes they just want to experience with new styles. Some people, when you know them, they have jet black hair, they haven't dyed their hair in their entire life. Then somewhere halfway through their life, they figure out, they see some TikTok video or whatever, say, 很美哦，我要试试看欸. Of course, they are adults, right? They have the right to do whatever they want to their body, okay? So they went, and then they do already. Then the spouse in the end go home and like, hey, what's with your hair, man? It's kind of thing. Or piercings.
Oh, yeah.
Hair, at least you can dye back. Piercing, you cannot do anything. Or tattoos.
Also. Piercings, tattoo can remove but pain expensive also.
And it's a long journey.
Yes.
So all these irreversible things. So probably it could be a deal breaker for.
Actually, no, I think my partner don't like my tattoos.
You like or not? Listen.
I think he don't like.
Leave a comment.
Always call me Uncle Xiao. Every time I say I'll get more, then he why? He always, the only time I ask why? You like that tattoo? I'll get more tattoo. Why?
I've always thought of having tattoos, but I have never done it because I fickle-minded.
Cannot commit, right?
But lucky I never get it because now I gain a lot of weight after pregnancy. Oh my goodness. Can't imagine. Maybe my goldfish become
don't like that.
Bloatfish.
We have a friend someone we know got a dolphin tattoo. Then she pull it. Everyone say it become real.
Very bad all these people, you see.
That's the thing about tattoo placements also lah. So you just try and find places that are not prone to put on weight lor.
Mm-hmm. And also makeup and no makeup. Some people also deal breaker. You put makeup for what?
I tell you, all the guys that say they like the no makeup look, right? Shut up, that one got makeup. It's all I can say.
Makeup, right?
Okay, the no makeup look still have.
No, but I must say, my husband really stayed true to his words.
Why?
Really, I guess because my makeup was really very thick last time for work, right? So he always tell me hey, I like you better without makeup. So I realize now that I am makeup free for a very, very long time because unless going to dinners, wedding dinner and stuff, I have been makeup free for since I was pregnant. Yeah. Then up to now, he also never say anything about my face looking like.
Generally for me also, but cause I don't put a lot of makeup.
I do my.
Yeah, my makeup is very. It's like the go work the sunblock.
Very light one.
Sunblock base, eyebrow, maybe eyeliner. That's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, he will always ask why must put makeup. And then I cause the face cui.
No, your face not too. You're beautiful. Oh, damn.
But I know myself, it's okay.
Yeah. Sometimes I look in the mirror oh. But then again, I figure out the little makeup cannot cover up for the 20 kg I've gained. So never mind lah. Let's not waste the effort, okay?
Look at the mirror like me this morning. See the eyes.
So before I minus the 20 kg off, no amount of makeup can help me. I just have to say this. I really gain a massive lot of weight that I feel unhealthy.
It's okay, you birth the whole human. Take steps too.
And it's been so long already leh. I need to shake this off to get back to my normal functioning self. Yeah, it's affecting me. So it's not about it's not my body image gonna affected. It's just me not feeling healthy. Really, really. I go upstairs. So, I pant after a few flights of stairs. I really gained so much weight and so inactive. So yeah.
Things like that I guess you really should talk about. And I think it's a good conversation is always great between two people. I think you cannot read each other's minds, so you really need to talk to each other and express these thoughts. But also, if you have things that really, really matter to you, right, bring it up early on in the relationship.
And don't intensify halfway through.
Don't go 3-4 years, suddenly actually this means a lot to me.
You just warn somebody like how intensive this can get also. Like warn first lah. Say, hey, I really, really don't like this. I really, 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 really cannot live with this. Then okay, thank you.
Okay, that's the hill you will die on. You chose one.
Instead of like, I don't like this. Like a casual, I don't like this. Then people will think, okay, that's casuals.
Suddenly, 3 years later, actually I hate it. So I guess that's all we have for today.
Yes.
We look forward to having you all join us again next time. And like we said, if you have anything that you want us to talk about, let us know. You can always leave it in the comments.
That's right. So before we end off, like just remember like communication is the key.
Talk. Okay.
Yes.
Listen also, but let people know.
Listen and probably deep down inside you judge, but then don't show on your face.
It's 2025. Keep the inside thoughts inside.
Yes, and hold your tongue, please. Don't just like, 这么你这样的? Wow, then the person don't want to tell you already. See, that's another thing. You create a safe space for them to share this kind of thing with you also.
Keep your inside thoughts inside.
Yes, it's inside thoughts for a reason. Alright, and with that,
bye-bye.